Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here, and I am standing in front of the brand new Gran Destino Tower here at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. You may recognize this as the old check-in building for the Coronado Springs. And if you've been to the Coronado Springs before, maybe you've never been to this resort here at Walt Disney World, but we're gonna tour this entire resort today, and this tower area is brand new. It just opened last week. So we're gonna head on in and check it out, and the check-in desk is now inside the tower. So we're headed that way. I wanted to point out right outside of the tower, which that's the entrance right there, you come down the path and here is the bus loading zone. So if you're staying in a tower room, this is where you'll get buses to go to the parks. However, this resort is really big and we're gonna walk around the whole thing, and there are 3 other bus stops, I believe, around the resort. So this would just be the one for if you're staying in the tower rooms. All right, let's head on in. This is a moderate resort, by the way. So it's moderately priced. Even the rooms in the tower, they're still at the moderate level pricing. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're heading inside. Check this out. This is beautiful. I love all of these lamps, all different shapes. This is pretty. Look at these murals. Aren't these murals pretty here on the walls? And they have all this workspace where you can plug in computers and sit. So that's nice too. You know, maybe if you check in and your room's not ready and you want to just sit around in the lobby, or if it's your checkout day. The Coronado also is one of the big convention hotels, and a lot of conventions go on here. So a lot of business travelers come to this resort as well as just people here on vacation. Or you could do both, you know. Let's head over and look at this window. It's a pretty lounging area. Beautiful lobby. This is really neat, this little thing. And you can see out, and they have a big lake and walking area. So we're gonna head out here in a little bit. They have a fitness center over here. Looks like you can only get into it with a room key. So it says use your magic band or card to get in. So I can't show you inside there, but they do have a fitness center. Here's some elevators. We'll head over and go upstairs in a little bit. And this over here is like a lower level to the lobby, which we'll go down here. I want to sit on this couch. Look at these beautiful chandeliers though. Isn't this just gorgeous? So the Coronado is a Spanish themed resort. And it's really neat. And in fact, this brand new building, the Gran Destino, is named after a cartoon that Walt Disney made called The Destino, and he made it with Salvador Dali, the artist. Check out these. All the couches have plugs. You can sit. That's really nice. I'm gonna sit down for a second. And so Salvador Dali and Walt Disney, they made a cartoon called The Gran Destino, or just The Destino, sorry. And the character in the short is called Dahlia. That's cool because of Salvador Dali. So they have a lounge upstairs called the Dahlia Lounge, which we're going to try to go up and see in a second. And I just noticed this sign on the wall called the Order of Toledo, and it's inspired by Toledo, Spain. It's the nature, beauty, and history, mystique. The Order of Toledo brought together some of the greatest thinkers of the early 20th century, and Salvador Dali is one of them, along with Luis Buñuel, Maria Luisa Gonzalez, and Rafael Alberti. They founded the idea of self-discovery, and this group was an avant-garde artists, poets, and writers, and they would wander through the city in search of spontaneous adventures and personal enlightenment. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know if this is all meant to reflect what they looked at and what they saw as avant-garde artists in here, but it's really neat. Okay, we're gonna head up in the elevator. We're gonna go up to the top floor, which is where the Toledo restaurant and the Dahlia Lounge are. They are only open in the evening, but we're gonna try to see if we can at least just look around. And the Kronos Club, that's if you're on club level. Those rooms, it's like a full-on snack bar, mini buffet. They have breakfast in the morning, they have snacks, and they even have like an evening dinner as well. So if you're staying on the club level, that's pretty cool. All right, now the elevators, the numbers are on the outside. So I'm gonna select the floor, 16, and it's gonna instruct us to our elevator, which we're going in B, it said. Okay, so inside the elevator, there's no buttons, which is kind of weird, but it shows your floor number where you signed in. So we're going to 16, and here we're going. And we're here, check it out. Different decorations than downstairs. And this is the Dahlia Lounge I was telling you about. That was the character from the Destino. It's beautiful. Again, lots of open spaces to sit. And here are pictures with Walt Disney and Salvador Dali. Checking out the train. And they created Dahlia. That's the character up there. And this is a bar area, and they do order like small tapas type food and drinks, and it starts at 4 p.m. and I think the place is open like till midnight. But they have an outdoor balcony, and you have great views of the parks from here. So I'm gonna see if we can, I don't know if we can step out onto the balcony or if it's locked. Let me try a door. Yeah, we can't go out on the balcony at the moment, but right in front of us, I'm gonna zoom in. That's Galaxy's Edge, the brand new Star Wars area that's coming right here. Hollywood Studios is directly in front of us. There's the Tower of Terror. You can see Wide World of Sports right there. And there's Blizzard Beach. Okay, and right across from the Dahlia Lounge is the Toledo Tapas Steak and Seafood. There's the elevators we came out of. So we turned one way to go to Dahlia. We turned the other way and we're right there at the steakhouse. And it's just open air, so I'm gonna walk in. This is again only open for dinner, like 5 to, I don't know, 10 or something at night. And now there's windows on the other side. And I heard that if you get reservations in the evening, like around firework time, you can see the fireworks. So obviously right here is Hollywood Studios, so you would see Star Wars fireworks. These tables are really pretty. You see them? I'm sorry, I was still zoomed in from looking out the windows. But you can see Swan and Dolphin hotels right there. You can see the Disney balloon in the background. So that's Disney Springs. I'm going to check out the other side. And this restaurant, the food is themed, Spanish themed. So, and it's a lot of like tapas, and they do have like steak and things and chicken and seafood. But the tapas are a main part of your meal, because in Spain they like to eat small plates. So on this side, you can see a full view of the resort. There's the pool. And again, we're gonna walk the entire resort. There's another restaurant right in the middle called the Three Bridges Bar and Grill. So we'll go down and look at that. Again, that's only open for dinner time. But let me go a little bit this way and turn so you guys can see. Let me go out here, let me see. I can go over here. Ah, there we go. Everest, right there. It's pretty neat. So that's Animal Kingdom. And, okay, Magic Kingdom is right over there. Let me zoom in. See, there's Space Mountain. So from here, you can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks. There's the castle on this side of the resort. So it depends, you know, what side of the resort your room is facing. If it's facing this direction, your room, and you're facing the resort, you'll see Magic Kingdom fireworks. If your resort's facing the other side, you would definitely see Star Wars fireworks and maybe Epcot. I haven't gotten a good view on Epcot, but maybe if I was out on a balcony, I could. Look at this. They have like all the cheeses here and meats and breads, and they do serve all of this stuff here in-house at the restaurant. So it's really beautiful. A really pretty view. Again, there's Galaxy's Edge. If you're excited for Star Wars Land, let me know in the comments below. We're down to about a month until opening at this point. 6 weeks maybe. 6 weeks to a month. Beautiful ceiling as well. So just gorgeous. And again, you can eat here even if you're not staying in the tower itself, you know. Make a reservation even if you're staying in one of the outside areas in the resort, or even if you're not even staying on property at this resort. You can come here and eat, of course. All right, we're gonna head back downstairs and walk around. Okay, we're back in the lobby. Lots of people waiting to check in this morning. We're gonna head down to the lower floor of the lobby, and then we're gonna head out and walk the rest of the resort. Down we come. Again, this is just beautiful. I love this. And they do have a bar down here as well. You can get refreshments. Sit here for a minute. Actually, no, let's sit here and look out the window. Look at this. It's beautiful. Beautiful view outside. Beautiful windows. All the way up. Look at the ceiling, it has a mirror on it. Absolutely just gorgeous. I like it here. I'm moving in. I'm decided. Okay, let's figure out how to get outside. Okay, so there is a sign here that says you can go to the cabanas and the pool and head out this way. So let's go. Okay. And now we're outside. Look at this beautiful lawn space. Here's the building. I'm going to pull back over here and so you guys can see the building again. I couldn't get a real good front view because it was the road. There was no place to really stand out in front of the front side of the building. But it has a nice fountain out front and the sign, Destino, Grand Destino. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, look it. There's this gigantic bench here where you can just sit and look out at the water. It does let you know that the surface may be hot in the sun too, so that's good to know. But this side is shaded. This is just beautiful. Really pretty. All right, let me turn around so you guys can see the building. And again, there's our beautiful tower. And all the way at the top, that's where we were. I'm not sure if this is the lounge side or the restaurant side though. I think this was the restaurant side, right? Where we looked at the actual resort. And so that means Magic Kingdom is straight over there. And Animal Kingdom is that way. Getting our bearings here. Okay, so as we head out, there are buildings over here. I think these are the Ranchos buildings. So there's 3 different styles of buildings out here. And then there's the tower. And back over here was the old main side of the building. That's where the convention center is in there. And there's more food in there too. So I will show you that. We're going to go all the way around. So let's go over here and see what these are called. Because that sign ahead said Ranchos. So maybe these aren't the Ranchos. Let me see. I think there's a sign over here that will tell us. But these are more like your moderate style buildings. Typical room with 2 queen beds and a bathroom, all one room. Okay, these are the cabanas. So these are the cabana rooms. Over here. And that would be this whole area over in this section is the cabanas. The Ranchos were straight ahead where we were going, and so is the dig site, and the dig site's the pool. So I'm going to keep going back the way we were, and we're going to hit the pool and keep going. This would just be another way to walk around and join back up with where we were. Okay. All right, and we're going over the bridge to head over. This would be the pool area where we're heading into now. And there's the 3 Bridges Bar and Grill restaurant. We're going to get closer to that as well. I would like to come eat there sometime for sure. It's just for dinner. It's all open air though. So being a Floridian, I'm thinking I might wait more till the summer season cools down a little, you know, it's not the storm season, that kind of thing, before I come there to eat. All right, this will give you a sign. So if you're lost, if you keep going the way we are, we'd go to the pool or the casita buildings. The cabana buildings again are right over there. And it tells you what buildings you can find it. And the Ranchos are this way. And look, a bus stop. So the bus stops are on the outside behind the buildings, but there's one for each side. So if I'm staying at Cabanas, I have my own bus stop back behind it. Same for Rancheros, same for Casitas. The Casitas are across from us. And again, we showed you the bus stop for the tower as well. So you don't always have to walk back to the tower to get to a bus stop. So that's good news. All right, we're gonna keep heading this way towards the pool. Okay, here's the pool. It's absolutely gorgeous. Got the old Mayan temple. And it's a really good sized pool. And they do have a water slide. They have a restaurant little area over there where you can get food and sit here and eat, like quick service. They have a play area, I think, straight over there too for kids. So it's just a nice area. It's called the dig site. Okay, we're gonna keep moving along. And now we're getting closer. Those are the casita buildings across from us. So if you're staying in the casitas and want to come to the pool, you can just cross by these bridges all the way across. So that's pretty nice. There's another pool entrance over here. And again, there's the little quick service eatery. And look, they have a big sand volleyball pit. That's pretty cool. Out here, they have a sign for the Three Bridges Bar and Grill, Villa del Lago. I think that's what that means. Three Bridges Bar and Grill, maybe? Or it's, I know that's building on the water, right? Okay, so I think this manchego and Oaxaca cheese dip looks delicious. They have a grilled skirt steak with an egg on top. That sounds good. They have sangria. So again, it's Mexican and Spanish blend here. I think all the different types of Hispanic cultures, I think, can be represented in this resort. So it's not just one or the other. So you'll see different foods. I think these are definitely more Spanish in menu, and I think so is the one inside the tower. I know they have a Mexican restaurant, I think, if it's still Mexican, inside of the old building. So we'll head in there and check that out in a little bit. I'm just gonna keep walking down the path. This back here is the rancheros. I think these buildings back here are pretty neat. I'm gonna show you up close. Okay, so we're back here in the rancheros. Now this is a bit of a walk to any of the food areas because I'm gonna turn around and show you in a second where we are. I'm just gonna get a little closer in here. But I think these buildings are neat because they're just so unique looking. And I love this like deserty mesa look on the outside. So I think this is supposed to resemble like, you know, Mexico or the Southwest. That's pretty cool. They even have some cacti in there. Very neat. Neat buildings. A lot of character. Okay, so look how far away we are. That's Three Bridges Bar and Grill right in front of us. Casitos are way over there. And in front of the Bridges Bar and Grill, that would be where the, they do have a food court here. So that would be back where that is. There's a Mexican restaurant in that. That's the original building. And then the tower, we just would follow this path. The pool would be straight ahead of us and the tower would be beyond that. So it's a lot of walking from here to get to any kind of food. However, they do have their own bus stop, I believe. It says bus stop. The sign there says bus stop that way. So maybe right over there is a bus stop. So you could go from your room to the parks and back and forth. But then when you got here, if you wanted to go all the way to the food court area, that'd be a bit of a walk. So just so you're aware what kind of room you want to get if you do stay here. That's the one thing I noticed about Disney's moderate resorts is they're very spread out. There's lots of walking. They're really beautiful properties, all of them. I am going to have a video coming up really soon in the next couple weeks of Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, which is another moderate. Again, it's a lot of walking and just beautiful, but they're really spread out. And I don't know what Disney's whole purpose of making them like that was. I don't know, maybe just to have more buildings and be able to house more people. But some people don't like that. If you've walked all day at the theme park, some people don't want to walk all evening back at their resort or to get breakfast or dinner or whatever. Other people don't mind it. So I guess it just depends on what you like. And of course, you could always ask and request. There's tower room views you can buy. The tower itself, like you can order those rooms on the website, I guess, if that makes sense. So you can go to Coronado on the Disney World website to get your room and you can select the tower. And then I think you can select these different ones as well. So that way you can kind of pick and choose where you're staying. Some people like to stay away from all the action. So it just depends on people's preference. But it's not taking me very long to walk around here, I'll be honest with you. I could probably walk from those rancheros if I was there, staying in those, up to this front area over here of the old building where the food court is, probably in less than 10 minutes myself. So, because now see we're already at the casitas, and look, I can see the bus coming by. So back there must be the bus stop, like they said. So these casitas, I know, were newly refurbished in the last year. So the rooms here have all been redone. I assume the rancheros and the cabanas also got refurbished, but I don't really know because I didn't see the construction on those, but I definitely saw them doing construction on these buildings. So, and they look painted because they were more of like a pink, bright pink color before, I remember. And now they're more toned in with the rest of the resort, which is more of this like yellowy brown color. So they all got refurbed. All right, I'm gonna walk out here on the bridge to the Villa del Lago, Three Bridges Bar and Restaurant, because I think that might be a little bit of a shortcut to get us to the main path. We could just keep walking around the way we are, and we would just keep walking past all the casita buildings. And there's another pool over there. You can see it through the little blue umbrellas. So I think probably each of the areas has its own pool. I know the Rancheros, back where we were over there, has its own pool as well too. I just didn't get as far in to show you. But I think the main pool, the dig site, is really cool and worth going to. Overall, beautiful resort. I would stay here in a heartbeat. All right, can you see the artwork? That's really pretty. And I love all of these things in the garden area. And there would be where you would go in. Again, they're open only for dinner time. I think they open at like 4 or 4:30. And here's the full detailed menu. So they do have like, it's more sandwiches, skirt steak, reasonably priced stuff. All right, now we're just gonna keep walking, and straight ahead of us is where we can get into the food court and the other restaurant inside, the old building. The old main building, I should say. All right, we're coming up into the main building. There's the beautiful tower over here on our left. Casitas back over here on our right. Cabanas far over there. And Rancheros way behind us. So the Rancheros are definitely the far building. Everything else is pretty close to the front, really. So this is more Mexican style. Tacos. Pretty cool. And so the Maya Grill is lunch and dinner. So they offer dinner. They do, none of the restaurants offer breakfast. So, but they do have this gigantic food court here. It's called the Mercado. And this has been refurbished. This used to be called the Pepper Market. And in the last year, it's also gotten refurbished. So they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner here at the Mercado. And it's all quick service. And each station offers different things. Right now, we're coming into lunchtime. So here has sandwiches, turkey and bacon, Italian panini. They do nachos. The grill has a shrimp po' boy, chicken sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, burgers. Looks like they offer like a lot of Tex-Mex type ideas. They have the chef special. You can get the Yucatan roasted chicken. Your barbecued ribs. They have pizza and pasta. So all kinds of your typical market fare for any of the food court restaurants. Check out the desserts. Get the cookies and cakes. These look really nice. They have a soft serve ice cream machine. Look, they even have charcuterie and little drinks and cocktails that you could take back to your room. So if you're holed up way over in the Rancheros, you can haul stuff back. You have fruit and salad, sandwiches, takeaway stuff over here as well. Cereals for in the morning. Little sandwich packs for kids like the Smuckers, the PB&Js, what do you call those things? Uncrustables, that's what they're called. So different things like that. There's yogurt in there. So lots of different varieties here for you to find. So let's head back out of the food court and down a little bit further, and they have the Rick's Sports Bar and Grill. So there's lots of food choices here at this resort. The tapas, the Toledo tapas, that'd be very high-end dining, fine dining. The 3 bar and grill. Out in the middle would be moderate dining. So would be the Mayan grill. Lower scale dining would be, you know, the food court. But this is the Rick's Sports Bar and Lounge. Let's check this out. It's really pretty. So they do food at certain times of the day. And then they also do beverages all day. Let's check the menu. I think there's a menu back over here. Well, I thought this was a menu, but it's just a picture of one of the types of food. But I think this is going to be more sports bar. You know, they have burgers here, French fries. I think these are called their wachos, which are waffle fry nachos. Chicken wings, probably things like that. Okay. And down here is the convention center. So they do have lots of conventions. And look, there's one going on today. All kinds of people are here. So these are like the ballrooms for the convention center. And I'm not sure what kind of convention's going on today, but there's a lot of people around. So, you know, this would be a great resort to come. If your work is having a convention here, you can bring your family, and then they can be at the parks or at the pool while you're at the convention. And then hopefully you can join them in as well for a few days of fun here at Walt Disney World. But I think this resort gives you a great opportunity to be able to bring your family along with you. I'm seeing lots of families here today for whatever convention is going on. Okay, we're back heading up the main walkway. We came all the way from down there was the Mercado and the Rick's Sports Bar, and now there's a Cafe Rick's where you can get all little kinds of quick service stuff. So let's check this out. Check out the pastries. Yum. And more yum. And more yum. They have little salads to go and yogurts. They have gelato. All kinds of stuff, you know. So maybe you want to get some stuff for your room and keep it there. Now these cups, these are length of stay cups that you can get, and you can fill them up here. Here's the soda machines. And then you can use them for the length of your stay. So it's great because then you can have drinks and stuff in your room. You can fill it up before you go to the park and take it with you. However, you cannot fill them in the parks. So that would be the only downfall. But that's nice that they have a little market as well. Okay, back on our path. This is the old check-in lobby. Again, now it is moved over to the tower. So this area right now is just kind of vacant. I'll show you, it's pretty. It's just a nice little area you can just hang out. Yeah, so some people are over here just doing their work. You know, this is a convention hotel and people are working. But it looks like we can just cut all the way through back to the main tower building, so you can stay in the air conditioning. How nice is that? So if you're staying in a tower room and you want to come over and get breakfast in the quick service, you can stay inside the whole way. So that's really cool. And they have a gift shop back over here too called Panchitos. So that's right over here as you're heading down towards the restaurants and convention centers. You get little signs. So I'm going to head back to the tower through this walkway. But this is just a really nice, well-connected resort. So even for as large as it is, I would say it's very doable. The furthest away rooms would be those Ranchero rooms. But any of these other rooms, staying in the tower, staying in the casitas, staying in the cabanas, you'd be close to everything pretty doably in any of those rooms. So. And we're back in the tower where we started. Hooray. Beautiful. We're down on the lower level with the bar. You just take the steps up to the main lobby. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our tour today of Disney's Grand Destino Tower inside of the Coronado Springs Resort and all of the Coronado Springs. This resort is just beautiful. I love the renovations. Adding this tower, I think, really brings this resort up another notch. So many places to eat, so many interesting things to look at. The architecture is just gorgeous. You can go up to that Dahlia Lounge and see the views of the parks. Maybe you'll have a room that has firework viewing. Overall, just a great resort. So I highly recommend it on your next Disney World stay. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more, and hit the notification bell. We upload a new video each week, and by having that notification bell hit, you will be able to get notified when we upload that video. Thanks for watching.